Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your August general reading. I've laid out the spokes of the horoscope wheel. I'll clarify with the Crow Tarot, and I will finish off with a couple of oracle cards. So, Scorpio, let's get started under this full moon energy in Aquarius. The Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is a card of contemplation. It's a card of planning. It's a card of summarizing an experience of the way that you do things, the way that you have built things, the way you have framed things in the past, and opening up to the possibility of doing things differently. You are right in the middle of this fulcrum here. So in my mind, this is the past, this is the future, and you are the present. You are dancing. This looks like quicksand, or it even can look like sand under a layer of water. You are dancing as fast as you can. You are learning on the job, so to speak. You don't have time to stop and work every detail out due to the complexity of your life and your goals. But you are planning on how to get on that ship and go off into an incredible adventure. You are conversely also disembarking from the ship that has survived the tumultuous storms. But you are preparing something new. You are learning. You are reframing the way you understand the possibilities that exist for your creations. In the 10th house, the Emperor. This card is often associated with Aries, and I don't know why. Because to me, this embodies a lot of the Scorpio qualities. So I try not to attach astrological assignments to cards because I think it's more confusing, unless for purposes of description and explanation. But for many of us, we don't know enough about astrology to appreciate all the details of that. So the Emperor obviously can be any sign. It embodies the quality of self-control. And this is the result of many years of manifestation, the ability to realize a complex and strategic plan on behalf of others. This is the boss. And at this time, not only are you applying your phenomenal perception to your goals and your achievements, but you are being seen as the leader, as the wise leader who knows the best way to approach a challenge and to make something successful. This is a beautiful energy, very powerful energy that you may be experiencing in some way. In the first house, you are focused on addressing some unfair treatment, some imbalance that has existed in your life. This may be the result of something you've experienced throughout your life, or this may be the realization that you can affect a change by changing your behavior, by recognizing the power that you do have in changing yourself, having an impact on the world, and recognizing that if you have power to change, then a collective of others joined with you can address this injustice on a larger social scale. This is the information I'm feeling from you, but I also feel that it is about you choosing this way of recognizing that there is no outer change that cannot be approached through the appropriate preparation of self-development. And so whatever the world is showing you that you want to balance or you want to harmonize, you are starting from within. And that starting from within is powerful because it telegraphs the message to others that each individual has the power to change their environment and to improve their lives. The fourth house, the house of your home, your foundation, the Six of Pentacles, is about your relationships and looking at the way you are in the dynamic of giving and receiving. You are quite possibly the caretaker, the matriarch or patriarch of your family. You quite possibly feel a sense of responsibility for other family members, other friends, however your domestic environment pictures itself. You are one who is accustomed to stepping up and taking the responsibility for the welfare and the equal distribution of resources to others. You're really rethinking this. You're becoming more and more conscious of this response to your environment, almost a reaction that doesn't give space for others to take care of you, to provide the same attention that you give to others. And becoming aware that this is your go-to, you are stepping back and consciously allowing yourself to be nurtured, to be cared for, or finding ways, making space in your life for that to occur. This can be through conversation. This can be through some task or responsibility in your job. But you are understanding that you deserve the love and attention that you so consistently and powerfully give to others. In the seventh house, the Ace of Pentacles. Excuse me. The Ace of Pentacles is about a new opportunity. This feels like a new partnership. It need not be in partnership with an individual. It can be with a group of individuals, or it can be in relation to a project or a goal. But you see a new opportunity to build abundance. That abundance can include wealth. It certainly is about your material comfort and security, your stability. This opportunity is quite possibly about a new lifestyle as well, a new physical home or abode, a new job, certainly, your own business, also quite possible. The Justice card in the first house is clarified by the Lovers in the second house and the Eight of Cups in the third house. A choice that you're making about your security, your stability, your comfort, even your values and possessions. A choice you're making for long-term stability is moving you away from a familiar environment, one that has strong emotional bonds for you. You're not leaving the relationships themselves, you're leaving the environment, the container for many of these important relationships to you. But you're doing that because you now have a vision. You have a vision of something better, something more powerful, something more reflective of your desires and needs. And that's what's stimulating this desire to reach towards this new challenge. You're very experienced in terms of what will benefit you in the long term, and you're doing this for long-term stability. The Six of Pentacles in the fourth house is clarified by the Five of Swords in the fifth house and the Hermit card in the sixth house. You definitely are changing your beliefs. You want to change the environment of your beliefs and even your truth. I feel that you are struggling in many ways, despite this masterful exterior that you project to others of control of your environment, of yourself, of being able to juggle your resources in a way that nets you opportunities and successes. that you still are feeling that there's an area, critical area of your life that you have not fulfilled. And this feels like it is perhaps around your creative expression, or that some concerns around your children or your grandchildren. So there's some way in which you don't feel adequately connected to this, or you're concerned about the lack that your children or grandchildren could be experiencing. This can also be friends or family members. And a part of addressing this sense of frustration around your creative expression, you are looking within for answers. You're going within. Again, this is in contrast to this outer powerful projection that others experience of you. Instead, you feel a sense of not having realized your achievement, a meaningful achievement to you, and really needing to consult those you respect, whose authority you respect, to find your own authority here. Whatever you learn, you're sharing with others. That is absolutely built into almost your DNA. You are creating opportunities that you are sharing what it is you're learning on this journey. But this is also a time of completing a certain journey, and particularly for those of you that have children, this may be you're completing some stage of caretaking, parenthood, recalibrating that relationship so that it is more balanced and reciprocal in a way that is appropriate to who you and your children or friends or family members are now. The Ace of Pentacles in the 7th house is clarified by the King of Wands in the 8th house and the Two of Cups in the 9th house. So I'm really sensing this connection, deep personal connection in the lives of so many. And I do sense from you that you have matured to a place through many relationships where you are now solely focused on your relationship with yourself. And that does not exclude all the critical relationships in your life. But what you're now finding access to is this relationship with your higher self, your potential self, the part of you that dreams, that is confident, that has faith and trust in your abilities and experience to reach for your dreams, to obtain your dreams. And for many of us, this aspect of ourselves has been smothered, has been suppressed or repressed. And with this gaining of confidence I see in you, this absolute determination and ferocity, this courage to face these difficult disappointments or negative stories that you have been churning over in your mind, that you may have experienced as a child or you see reflected in your children, you are really connecting deeply with this capacity to understand yourself as connected and whole. And this can possibly be reflected in your outer relationships by deepening your friendships, deepening your connections with other people, opening your heart in some vital aspect to deeply connecting with others in a way that you may have felt fearful with the transition of so many meaningful connections in your life. The Emperor in the 4th and the 10th house is clarified by the Hierophant in the 11th house and the 6 of Pentacles, a repeat in the 12th house. Indeed, there really feels like a deep commitment to harmonizing, balancing out your relationships, balancing out the way you give and receive in all circumstances, in all contexts. And this is really about the elevation of yourself, the sense of greater self-control that you can access all these different aspects of yourself and reawaken them so that they are in communication with each other. And by doing so, you are deepening and reflecting that in your relationships. But you're committed. You're committing to this wholeness, this sense of balance in your life, this sense of enoughness, of adequacy, of having abundance, of gratitude for what you have, recognizing that there are choices and that there is a divine lover, partner, friend for you. I'm going to pull an oracle card and hope, Scorpio, that this is resonating with you. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I appreciate all of you that do. I love your comments. And the key card that you pulled is perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I love this with the Emperor card. And I'm also going to pull a crystal oracle just for a little bit of additional support in your meditations. And I'm going to grab the Moonstone. And the Moonstone keyword is cycles. I am in the divine flow of my soul rhythms and life cycles. Thank you so much, Scorpio. I appreciate you being here. Until next time, namaste.